So one of the things I do at Command Your Brand for people who don't know is I record testimonials for all of our clients that go through our process and go through all podcasts. One of them that was very interesting was Rachel Gainsbrugh, if you remember her.
I do. I never met her.
Yeah. She was a client of ours. She went from basically being a doctor, like a really makes, 7 figures as a doctor, to like basically an Airbnb business owner queen. Yeah. Like she's a queen of Airbnb. Right.
Yep.
And, it's funny. She was telling me because of these podcasts I went on, I think it was like 24, 48. I don't even remember, but she went on these podcasts and like literally she went on vacation. Was like, oh my God, are you Rachel Gainsbrugh? Literally, I listened to all your podcasts and I bought your books and I bought your things. And I'm like, oh my God, and she was like, literally, I'm sold. I'm like, I'm done. I'm, just because she has so much out there that just people know her now as the person for that space.
Yeah. So I've mentioned some people I have friends who are in real estate. When I mention like short-term rentals, like Airbnb, I'll say Short-Term Gems, which is her company. And they're like, oh my God, I totally know that company. So she is like the queen of Airbnb. And she was able to like opt out of the crazy treadmill that she was on and go to something that is, I mean, who wouldn't want to be in the vacation field? Like you're putting people in homes when they go on vacation. But I never had the pleasure of working with her, but I've seen her videos.
Yes.
She's an engaging person to listen to. Right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's it. But what you just described, exactly what you said, like she goes places and people know her. Right. That's PR. That in a nutshell, the simplicity of it, it's known and it's being known and recognized. And that you can't put a price point on that. Like, how do you put a price point on, visibility, on people knowing who you are? And you don't even have to like really do much. Just mention your name and they're like, oh, I saw you on Tinfoil Hat.
Yes.
I always think of that because I love it because it's like a phrase that exists in my world. Like, you have certain beliefs about food as medicine. You're termed a conspiracy theorist wearing a tinfoil hat. And I'm like, tinfoil fedora, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess, I obviously know the services that we provide at Command Your Brand, but, I guess for the audience that maybe hasn't seen our site or hasn't really spoken to someone, I guess for you, like what are the real services that we provide? Like I know we obviously do guest booking, but like I know there's other services too. I guess you want to explain that too, like other services that we provide as well.
Sure. So we have our guesting program, which is for CEOs and founders and authors and filmmakers who want to get seen. So what we do is we place them on high-end podcasts, but they're not just high-end podcasts. They're the right high-end podcasts for them, for like their field. So we're putting them on. They are the opinion leaders in their space because we work with opinion leaders, and they are on a podcast that draws an audience that is looking for exactly what they're talking about. That's our podcast guesting program. It's our elite podcast guesting program. We have a Legends program, which is like the top echelon of podcasts. That's an invite-only program. So if you're interested in the Legends program, you have to write to me. I have to give you a questionnaire. We have to vet. It's like I said, invite only, and there's a vetting process for that because it's a super, super elite podcast with super elite clients. We also have production. So if anyone out there has a podcast and doesn't want to do the production or doesn't know how to do the production, we do that for you. So we lift that right off your shoulders. We produce the podcast. We make reels and shorts and we put it out there for you. So it's a really great service. We're working with some cool clients right now. So, they haven't finished or their podcasts aren't quite out yet. So I don't really want to mention, especially the one's name, because she's not out there. When she's out there, I'll blast it all over the place.
Yeah.
And some of our podcasts, like our guesting clients are super cool also. Like, I immediately think of Tony Artaber and I think of clients who are in that space. He pops up into my head first because I kind of follow his stuff. And then we have the new program that we just rolled out, which is also really cool. It's called Real Impact. I mentioned it earlier. Yeah. So Real Impact is just taking already shot footage and we're rolling it out right now for existing clients. So we're piggybacking it on with their podcast, either production or guesting program, or anybody that I've spoken to. So if I've spoken to you guys and you have not signed a contract with us yet, I'm going to let you sign on for the Real Impact program also. God, I'm going to slap my own wrist on that. I'm going to go out on a limb on that one, but I will allow you to pick that up also. So, it's basically doing reels for Instagram. And if you have a Facebook page that populates, you have to pick the settings. It'll put the reels on Facebook and on Instagram, and it gives you more visibility. That's actually like a little bit of a marketing aspect. So we're helping our clients. It's like a great add-on service. We're helping our clients to take the podcast links and give them more visibility. So it's like a double bang for the buck. So we're, a lot of people do have marketing teams, but if they don't, or they don't want to do it, or they want us to just do the continuity of service, that's what we're doing with Real Impact. So.
Or they can hire us if they have a marketing team, because, they're two different places,
Yeah, exactly. And, we've already got the assets. We've got the podcast links. I always call them assets because they are assets. You're making a great investment in self and in your business by joining us and doing a program with us. So the links are assets because they are, they're really good. So
totally.
Good to have to use for marketing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's funny, like, people talk to us all the time because I'm sort of the head of, people who come in our organization, they kind of talk to me first, or, if they're really like, I'm really interested as a guest speaker and they just want to go on, they like talk to you, So
yeah.
For people who I guess don't know, and they actually just want to talk to you, just to know maybe a bit who you are and just maybe talk to you about podcasting. We have our book a call site, which anyone can definitely log on to and actually book a call with us, either myself or Jen. But I guess for you, Jen, where would you, if they want to talk to you personally, let's say they just like, wow, I saw your podcast episode, you were great, and I want to just talk to you because you're an amazing mother, a health coach, and all the above. Where can they reach out to you?
Sure. So they can reach us at our Command Your Brand number, which is 212-220-3953. We have wonderful receptionists there who will help get you to us. Just ask for me, ask for Jen. Or they can email me at Jen, Jenn, at commandyourbrand.media. Or just go directly to our website. Our website has like really cool information about us. It tells you who we are, what we do, our philosophy. There are case studies on there, so you could look at like actual case studies of clients we've worked with, along with what their campaigns looked like. So it will tell you a little bit about marketing versus PR and why PR is so important to do. And then on any of those pages, you could look for the book a call button. And I think there was at one point, it might have been updated. There's a survey that tells you whether you're best suited for Josh's department or my department.
Yes. Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you can't talk to either one of us. Like, we'll do a call. And if someone's like more of Josh's division with his services, I'll refer them there, and vice versa. Josh is always sending people to me who are more of a fit for what my department, my division offers. So we work really tightly together.
We do.